While I love Red vs. Blue, it's a breath of fresh air to see a character that isn't completely fucked in the head. That description is especially scarce among the freelancers. We've got our badass bitches, we've got our goofballs, we've got our psychopaths. But why can't we just have a regular guy? Well, that's where North Dakota comes in, my number 8 pick. Out of all the freelancers, North is definitely the most down to earth. He's a person you'd really enjoy just hanging out with. It's no surprise he's a fan favorite. What can you not like about North? He's trustworthy, easy to sympathize with, genuinely kind, level-headed, and highly skilled, but doesn't have a big ego about it. What I love most about North is his open-mindedness. It's something I really relate to. I have a deep respect for people who not only stand by their own beliefs, but also listen and respect other people's points of view, even if they don't agree with them. North was the mentally strongest of the freelancers. The respect he showed towards his teammates made it easy for him to make allies and gain everyone's trust. He was a capable leader, an amazing fighter, and an even better marksman. I'm surprised just how mentally strong and likable North was given his skill. No ego, no jealousy, no self-degradation, nothing. He had a good head on his shoulders, and a good AI. He's probably the only freelancer who the project didn't break. Goes to show that a positive attitude can take you a long way. North's just so great it's hard to find any flaws in him. And that's where the problem lies. Like Wyoming, what you see with North is what you get. Thankfully, he's more developed than Wyoming, but nothing about him really pops out at you. When I think of North, I think of things like nice and cool and likable. Surface level stuff, nothing too complex or deep. Nothing that'll get a strong emotion out of me. I don't know, maybe North's just too nice for me, but it does make him stand out from the rest of the agents. I can assume the writers developed him like this in order for the audience to feel more sympathetic towards his death. For me, there's just nothing that makes me want to know more about him. His conversations with York and Tex, though, were distinctly engaging. We finally started to see North's own point of view on things. He was becoming his own character. But sadly, like my problem with many other freelancers, we don't get a lot of that. I swear, the Project Freelancer saga would have really benefited from having just one more season. Like I said, it is nice to see a regular person in the series, especially within Project Freelancer. North's a character you can easily gravitate towards. He was an all-around golden boy. He's just so fucking likable. So of course he had to die tragically. He does have one flaw though, and it's a big one depending on how you look at it. You see, one thing I found interesting about North is that he can get along with pretty much everyone, except his own twin sister South. Granted, South doesn't get along with anybody, but whenever she's having one of her rants or is being reckless or disrespectful, North kind of just sits idly by and doesn't really do anything about it. He's not very supportive towards South either. He seems to just let her go in a downward spiral and gives her a slap on the wrist when she gets out of line. In some scenes, it's clear that North is frustrated, disappointed, or even embarrassed by her. Rather than seeing North taking care of South, we usually see him cleaning up her mistakes and apologizing for her actions. We get more of a family bond between North and Theta than we do with North and South. We like to see North as always doing the right thing, standing up for what's right. But he wasn't a very good brother. He's always saying, I'll talk to her, but it's clear that whatever he's telling her isn't getting through. The person he should be looking after the most, he's letting fall. I suppose you could argue this was mostly Project Freelancer's fault since this was part of their experiment. I'm just saying that North could have still been more nurturing and attentive towards South. It's kind of funny. North Dakota, this professional, by-the-books golden boy's biggest flaw is his reckless, wild card of a sister. And maybe his lack of proper support is a factor behind his sister's betrayal and his own death. But it's all just a thought. North is awesome, but he's not perfect.
What can I tell you? I guess some things are just harder to face than others.
Yeah. Night, North.
Don't stay up too late. You need your rest.
So that's my number 8. What are your opinions on North? Comment below and like if you enjoyed what you saw. The remaining top 10 will be rolling out periodically. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Have a good one.